Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EVO Japan 2020 Day 2. We are now way further into the bracket, so we're going to see some top player matches here. My name is Kuroken, joined by
DC. What is really good, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know what the hell time it is over there on the east-west coast of America, but thanks for joining us in the middle of the night. Ken versus TK3. We're just talking about this match. Sonic versus Kome. I think no matter what happens, it's going to be a fast-paced, kind of crazy match, high octane as MVD would call it.
Yeah, luckily TK3 is a Kome main, so with the speed of Kome, we'll be able to catch up with Ken here. Usually when there's a Sonic player and the other character can't catch up, it's more of a hit and run situation, but we could see something completely different this time.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people like to hate on Sonic, like, he's so boring, so campy. It's not Ken, okay? Ken, he's an aggressive Sonic player. He likes to win. He likes to win fast.
I'm not. Are you sure he's aggressive? I guess so. I guess you can count it as that.
I'm trying to play him up, okay?
all right. You're gassing him up.
A sponsor. I'm helping him out here.
All right. I feel you. Best commentator here. All right, off of the stage, TK3, 161% already. You know, Kome not having the best recovery, and that spring not going to help him out either.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little more aggressive. People are afraid. A lot of people are afraid of Ether. But you can just kind of hit it. You know, you can spike it. There's a lot of things you can do to it. You gotta know the timing, of course. Krome's sitting at 176%. I feel like it's maybe a little bit higher than he should be living to.
Oh, yep, that's the Ken classic, just going past the ledge like that. He always does that. You got to be on the lookout for that, man. And of course, I'm not sure. I think the Krombo, I think.
The Krombo?
Yeah, with the nair to the upbeat.
Listen, man, I'm too old for some of these new titles. The pyramid scheme, the Krombo. It's crazy out here.
All right, yep, I think. No, still able to make it back here. Held the secret double jump there.
But this is what I'm saying. You saw deep Ken went for that KO. He's aggressive, man. He's not camping him out. He's doing what he needs to do to close out these stocks.
Especially he probably knows, you know, Kome not having the best recovery. Good job on recovering just a little bit right of that spring there to dodge it, but then getting hit by that one. Just Ken. How is he going to close out this stock, man? Does Ken just leave? What?
Yep, it's the Hypno Punch. That's the one that I still remember. Hypno Punch. Sonic forward smash, just get hit by it. Him winding up his arms there.
It seemed like, I guess Kome just landed, you know, right on Sonic in that kind of wind back there with the punch. Ended up pushing him forward there just a little bit, getting hit by that punch.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. There's a lot of weird hurt box interactions that can happen in this game. Either way, Ken's not complaining. He's up 2 stocks here, 153. Got a ton of rage, and he just wants to do a little extra credit for this stock before he... I don't know, man. He might try to run away with this one, literally.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it for Kome there. Yeah, TK3 just gives up, runs away to the side. You know what? I give up.
This is Sonic I like to see, man. This is what the developers intended him to be like, just running in circles around you. Little did they know. Some of these Sonic players, man.
I mean, you know what? A helping hand is a helping hand, just like a W is a W. Clean or dirty, you got to get it.
Yep. All right, let's see what TK3 responds with.
I think
they call him TK3 because his opponent's had 3 stocks from him. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on, man. You can't diss a guy like that. I mean,
right. It was a bad first match.
I mean, he's doing his best with Kome, but I mean, Kome against Sonic, against Ken, is going to look a little bit like that. Yeah. I'm not going to blame you, though.
All right. No, he's going to have a response here in this game number 2. He had a lot of time to think about what his adjustments should be. I mean, he's got to... Kome is not... No, he's definitely not a slouch when it comes to finding KOs.
Yep. It's just when to get the damage. It's just like, you know, Ken just able to get into the mind, the mindset of the players, the mentality here, just mixing up, especially the homing attack there. You just never know when he's going to use that thing.
You know what it really is, though? I feel like TK3 and Kome in general probably used to setting the pace of the match, probably used to being the fastest character on the screen here. Then you're hit with like a Sonic who's probably at least 50% faster than you at all times.
There you go, just getting something. But yeah, usually you can only get 1 hit, right? Just the power of these Kome moves, just blowing them back, not able to follow up much. Nice read on the spot dodge there with the side B.
He has a good lead here, doing much better than he did in game number 1.
But Ken, no stranger to clutching out a game here. Yeah, back to the neutral here. You know, even if Sonic's at the ledge, I guess he really has nothing to fear there. That fair as well, very, very quick.
threading the needle there. That could have been very dangerous.
Oh.
I love how deep Ken is going for some of these KOs, though. He knows, like, what's the worst that could happen? You know, even if I trade with Crom, he's probably still going to die.
You know, it seems like it's kind of scary, actually, going for the up B underneath Crom, even though he'll snap to the ledge. It's just that up B so powerful, able to send opponents down even at lower percents.
Yep.
Crom trying to cross him up there so he doesn't get hit by anything. The forward air is very, very quick, out of shield, so he has to land behind Sonic.
Yeah, and imagine this, man. A character like Crom already kind of has a hard time landing, finding places and times to land against Sonic, who can catch you anywhere on the screen. You can imagine why this matchup doesn't seem that great.
You know, I was about to say great use of the air dodge to kind of get hit by the spring to propel himself back onto the stage, but Ken, no slouch, following up there with that back air.
Yeah, as a Sonic player, that's something you got to be ready for. You know, your opponents are eventually going to start using your spring to their advantage, so why not just wait for it, you know?
The Nair clipping it out. Is that a... that's gonna be a gimp. You know, I guess, you know, right now it's TK2, so it's totally fine.
TK2.
You know, TK3, he's got the moral victory this time.
I want to see just TK, man. All right, well, yeah, after that stock, though, even you can't see the player cam, but I saw TK3 kind of throwing his head back like that.
I mean,
when you play Fire Emblem, you got to be ready for... You're going to get gimped sometimes.
I mean, it's just like that when you're playing Fire Emblem, you know, the opponent has 1% to crit, and they crit your guy.
Yeah, the worst feeling in the world.
You reset the game. Can't do it in this case.
Yeah, this is winner's finals, though. No permadeath here in this match.
All right, Ken fairing it out here, 100%. Oh, no, it's going to be TK2 this time. Ken taking it over him at 2-0. TK3, though, definitely good try, but what are you going to do against Ken?
I think it's exactly what I said, man. He's probably just spent his entire life setting the pace of the matches, running circles around his opponents, and then all of a sudden, boom, Sonic faster than you. It's like, I got to keep up with you now? Man, jeez.
Yeah, I think, you know, Crom might be considered a little bit of the gorilla in this game. Like, you know, just run up, throw the sword there, throw out those hitboxes, but of course, you know, not setting the pace in that match.
Yeah, that was fun, good try. I'm sure we'll see a lot more with TK3 later. I feel like anybody, you know, win or lose here, these are all killers left in the, you know, left in the bracket. And to make it this far in the 3,000-man bracket, you've got seen some things yesterday. You know, you've been through war. And you made it out. It's crazy.
These are all salty players. They're just trying to go home. Taking the trophy. Okay, we got Kome up here. I think Kome, a Shulk player, and Sigma, you know what? This man, I will never forgive him. The first time I ever played him, you know, I was new to the Smash scene.
What happened? Jeez.
Oh, he just, man, the man just styled on me consistently.
Oh, no.
It wasn't Smash 4, though. He was playing Toon Link, and, you know, I was playing Rob. So, Rob against Toon Link and Smash 4, my man was combo food.
Whose fault was it, really? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I still blame him. You know what? My pride won't let me down in that one. Sigma, I do believe Sigma doesn't play Toon Link in this game, actually.
Yeah, Toon Link players, I mean, they got multiple options now. Link is a great character in this game. Toon Link is still very good. Young Link is another option you got now.
Too many Links.
And too many Links.
Actually, I was mistaken.
Looking like Dragon Ball Z out there, dude. What is it?
It is Toon Link.
It is Toon Link.
Oh, it's like Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, all the different Gokus. Don't worry, man. We got one more coming out. It's exactly what you guys wanted. Fire Emblem. Now we got the Gokus coming out as well.
Yep.
Put Goku in
I saw this funny tweet on Twitter the other day. You know how in the first like Smash was it Direct, they showed how Echo Fighters could be placed on top of the older character the original character. So they have Marth, and he has like 9 Echo Fighters and 5 random characters. Oh man, good times, dude.
That was it. The free for all and every single character like
is a
Fire Emblem character. They didn't put Marianne in the game.
Dude, they just make a Fire Emblem fighter at this point. You know, no one's going to complain. It'll probably sell. It'll sell for sure.
Man, you're about to get that hate mail.
Are you serious, man? Don't even act like you wouldn't. They would play it too.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It was during the Direct. I mean, I'm really happy that they got fold-in wins. They got the new stage there.
You know what? Sorry, go ahead.
But, yeah, you know, when I was so excited, and they showed that scene during the Direct, and right then I'm like, oh, I already know.
The thing is, Fire Emblem, I feel like there's so many characters. Like, there's such a big emphasis on different weapons.
Yep.
Why are they all swordsmen? Like, give me some. Obviously, like, you know, Byleth has a couple attacks that you know they use different weapons. But why not just put an axe character in? Put a real bow and arrow character in.
Or a Hector.
I'm really acting. Yeah, I'm really asking for Hilden, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so that's your favorite character? No Bernadetta?
No, dude, I'm sorry, man.
Dude,
It's Hilda.
Put my man Doo-Doo in there.
That dude. I didn't disrespect him.
No, Doo-Doo is the best character. I don't. Come on.
Guys, thank you for joining us at Fire Emblem Japan 2020. Fire Emblem discussion. EVO 3 Houses 2020, whatever you want to call it. Oh, man.
We got Kome here, gonna pick Shulk. I hope. Yep.
Yep, Shulk on
Gotta
deck.
pick Shulk, and just man, we saw a Shulk player yesterday as well, and you were mentioning just how busy it is for both players. But Sigma is playing Toon Link, so if Toon Link is able to get away, then Toon Link, I suppose, sets the pace of the match no matter what.
I mean, as soon as you see that Shield Monado art, not Shield, well, Shield 2, Shield and Speed are really going to give Toon Link a hard. Toon Link is a very combo-heavy character, Bomb to X, bomb to Imagination. Shield is going to put a stop to that, and if he wants to try to camp Speed Monado art, of course, he's going to cover the distance very, very quickly. Quick button check by these two players. Man, I love how we stream the button checks.
I mean, we got to do it.
Just so you guys know
that they're about to do their best, and it's all the way. I think we're approaching top 20s here.
So Viram said that one of the matches we commentated was a qualifier for top 24. So
okay,
I don't know if these are all qualifiers for top 24. I don't know. This is getting wild. Of course, Sigma playing the objectively best Toon Link color.
Oh, purple.
Purple, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It looks
that
good.
one
It looks good on
you.
every character. Palutena, Toon Link, everybody, man. Everybody who has a purple color looks great.
I think we are going to go to Pokemon Stadium, though.
Yep,
looks like it, yeah. Pokemon Stadium, not the biggest stage here. Going to give Shulk maybe a little bit of room to play around. Just a couple platforms to get around Sigma's projectiles, but we're going to have to see how he's going to utilize it. I'm guessing a lot of jump, and I'm going to guess a lot of speed.
Yeah. But if he's anything like the show players we saw before, it's going to be switching every 10 seconds or so, really.
Make sure you guys are stretching your hands.
Yep. All right, let's see. Meeting the speed. Well, speed. Switch to speed, but not to art, just standing still.
Standing there menacingly, going to go over to Buster here. Not afraid, even though he's that far away, just going to already switch to Buster out. Knew that he was going to come in, pressures him towards the ledge, getting a little bit of scared there. Has to go in for it.
Yeah, Kome looking very patient right now. He just looking for the perfect time to strike, not going in and getting hit by all these projectiles.
Go again with the speed, just trying to set up something maybe off of the boomerang, but Kome showing a little bit of confidence and of course dominance by parrying almost every single boomerang so far. And already on the smash, 92%. Link, even though he's got that huge head, he's not really that heavy.
Yeah, I think honestly Kome is just kind of waiting it out to try to see what kind of Toon Link player Sigma is. Is he going to be throwing what is his projectile? His pattern that he's throwing his projectiles in. When can I strike? When can I approach? He's a patient Shulk, man. Wow. Usually the Shulk players, they go ham. They just go crazy.
I mean, even with a little bit of that timer there on the Monado art, I guess it kind of pressures people to go in. But Kome knows that the Monado arts are indeed infinite, so he could just wait it out. Nice use of the long range of that back air there. Putting him once again back in the corner.
Man, I thought this would be a really fast-paced match for both players. Oh, there it is. First stock finally gone, almost 2 minutes in.
Again.
Yeah, I think he's putting the fear in his opponents. I can parry anything you do right now, man.
He's definitely trying, but Sigma is still not afraid. Throwing out the boomerangs like no tomorrow.
I'm gonna give him the bomb back, man. That's what he wants.
Here we go, just for the quick shield here. Definitely good on the timings as well. Shield there. Oh, just runs past him. Oh, he tried to mix him up there, but it was already ready with a bomb. I think tried to bring him up there with the Z drop. I think dropping the bomb just a little bit too late. Doesn't clip him there on the ledge.
And so do you remember the Shulk player that we watched yesterday?
I do not remember his name.
Yeah, but you remember how crazy he was, right? He was going nuts. And Kome looking like the complete opposite, like day and night. It's crazy.
I mean, Kome is considered one of the best Shulks, if not the best Shulk in Japan, if I'm not incorrect. Showing it here, got to have that mental fatigue to just play it slow. Excuse me, the mental capacity.
Some fortitude, a lot of synonyms you could use.
Oh, got that shield there. Definitely saving him that time. All right, already at 131% though, so it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and use the Buster. Try to get that extra percent on Toon Link.
Man, this is wild. I mean, I guess he doesn't want the snowball to begin. He doesn't want his opponent to get any type of feel comfortable at all. Oh, just barely magneting that.
Thank goodness for those magnet hands there. Man, Kome is pretty good at dodging these projectiles. Some of them definitely look like they're about to hit too. Oh, tried to go for the trump there. Didn't work out and almost loses stock there because of the Monado art.
Shield looking really small, but still, Kome will not go in unless he's 100% sure.
My man is definitely playing the Toho game right now.
Yeah, he's good. Some people are really good at bullet hell, and that skill transfers over to Smash.
There you go, just hanging out a little bit too long on that ledge, clipping him, and gonna lose that stock, just not ready for it.
You see him holding on to his the Monado dial, waiting for his opponent to come down from the edge platform to pick shield immediately.
Going for the speed, the jump. Oh, you know, it does take a little bit of time for Toon Link's forward air there to come out. Back air, excuse me. So, of course, it's going to be very difficult to time if you got speed or the jump.
So what is Sigma's answer here? I mean, honestly, it seems like Kome has kind of neutralized him in neutral. The projectiles just aren't working, and it seems like it might be a little. Maybe he's not the type that really rush down heavy Toon Link. Maybe he's just used to using these projectiles, but it's not working.
Yeah, it seems that Kome is not breaking at all. Staying very strong, staying very patient, waiting for his chances to go in here.
This feels like a Street Fighter match, man. Hadouken's flying everywhere, and you're just very slowly inching your way forward, shielding or jumping.
We go. Oh, that dash attack's so risky. If he switches Smash, that would have definitely been it there.
Smash is active now, but across the stage is not going to do it. But how is Toon Link going to get back? He's not.
Oh, so deep. It didn't even care about that stock. Of course, he had an extra stock to work with, but man, having the perception.
Wow, Kome really showing why. He's the best, one of the best, if not the best Shulks in Japan.
All right, Sigma giving it a real deep thought here. Not sure exactly what to do against Kome.
Well, you got to be feeling good, man. He's dialed on you now.
Oh, yeah, come on.
This is what you wanted to see.
All right, no bias, no bias. Professional commentary.
Yeah, only professional commentary. Yeah, let's talk about Fire Emblem Three Houses for like an hour, but you know. Kome looking very calm. Just ready for match number 2. He said, "I already figured you out, man."
Sigma also plays Piranha Plant, so a Pakun Flower.
Pakun Flower, yeah. I don't know how that match is going to go for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to go any better, honestly. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more close quarters, but with just the pure speed of Speed Shulk, I'm not sure if it's going to go well for him.
All right, much larger stage here for Toon Link. Classic Toon Link counterpick. He wants to create as much space as possible to get his little gauntlet going, but the gauntlet wasn't working in game number 1. I don't know what the stage is going to help that much.
There we go again. Not giving him a chance to run away. Kome suffocating him. Okay, but again, completely okay with just sitting on the other side of the stage. Yeah, no platforms here, but he does have the jump Monado to give him a little bit more verticality to go over the wall of projectiles.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I mean, how do Japanese players feel about it? Do they often ban stuff and like stages they really? Is this a stage you'd want to ban? You know?
I'm not 100% sure, but it's always different rule sets. You know?
Yeah, it's true. I like to think some of the Japanese players just like, I'll play on whatever, you know, I don't even care, I just want to play.
I think, you know, at this level, this far in the bracket, I think they really want to give it a good thought before banning or selecting a stage. I'm not sure what that was. That must have been a misinput.
Yep.
Or he was going for the big brain read there, just Shulk going in crazy.
It was the wrong Shulk to make that read on it, because Kome is staying very calm, cool and collected. This is looking very similar to game number 1. He has high percent, but Sigma really failing to find that opening to get the KO.
Oh, there you go. Able to trump him, and he was already DIing in, so he gets right on the ledge, but nice combo from the back of that boomerang.
And I love that Sigma knowing, hey, my boomerang's coming back, and this is my chance. I mean, probably the only one I'm going to get.
Go with connecting, it goes to shield. Just so quick, you know what? I'm going to get hit here. I'm going to shield right away.
Oh, there's some aggression finally coming out with that speed. Monado art. Immediate switch to smash. And look at the life, man. All of a sudden, the match is even again. So Sigma taking this first lead of the set.
There we go. A little bit of a scene approach there after the arrow. Gonna eat a back air for that. Kome starting to get the read on his movements and his approaches. Oh, big miss there.
Yeah, I wonder if he used shield Monado art to maybe fall a little bit fast. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, that was I thought that was a mistake or some sort of input error, but it was just Sigma recovering to get that ledge invincibility.
Bomb out of nowhere. I love that. Great. I love that. I mean, it's a scary situation, you know. It's kind of a 50-50 if your opponent. Smash art is on deck. No.
Oh, you know what? I guess that happens to the best of us.
Yeah, the fast fall was too fast.
Held it just a little bit too long, but gets the trump this time. Just gets a little bit of that percent. You know what? Percent. Gonna take it. Needs all the extra credit he can get here.
Yeah, I think Final Destination really coming in clutch here. Ooh, the smash. Forward throw. We'll close it out. 1 stock remaining. Of course, Kome up 1 game here, so 1 stock away from moving on to top 24.
Just a little bit too fast for him to react here. Comboing off the bomb, 55%, but got the buster. Unable to follow up this time. Sigma was ready. Oh, just a lot of these like arcing and moves in the air. We got the jump. Definitely gonna be able to recover.
I love that down air coming out from Sigma. Trying, you know what? My opponent has to come back to the ledge. So, I mean, I lose nothing here from throwing out the down air.
There we go. We got the buster again. Still not afraid, even though he's at higher percent. Sigma not getting up. Maybe might be afraid of the buster there.
Yeah, he was trying to wait out the last few seconds of buster Monado art. Smart play. Is he out of a jump? Yeah, so.
Oh, and I think that was it. Yeah.
So that's the worst situation. You know, you're out of a jump. You still have your up B's pretty good, but it's incredibly predictable, and that's exactly what we saw. And man, what a match from Kome. Kome, incredibly patient, Shulk player, and it really came in clutch there. Final Destination was a non-factor.
Yeah, Kome showing his patience during that first game. I feel like the second game was way more fast-paced, actually, when I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit slower on the side of Sigma, but no, not able to do anything. Kome just choking him, making sure he can't breathe at all.
And speaking of not being able to do anything, guys, we're going to be taking a quick break, and don't go anywhere, though. We'll be back with more Smash Ultimate action in just a sec. See you guys. Smash, because I like Smash. It's time for more Smash Ultimate here at EVO Japan 2020. It's your boy DC, joined by Ken. Ken, tell me what is really good right now.
What's really good? I mean, now we're approaching the top 20 here at EVO Japan 2020, day 2, and from 3,000 entrants down to almost 20. I think we're going to go down to, what, 24?
Yeah, down to 24, and shout-outs to the tournament brackets runners, shout-outs to the production, everybody putting work this weekend, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of the TOs are from Umeki's Umebura staff, so they definitely have that experience to keep things running smoothly. Even with all these contestants here at EVO Japan, I think they definitely had enough time to button check here, so they're going to go right into it.
An entire ad break. Luckily, if your game is after the ad break, you get an entire ad break worth of button checking, okay? So they're warm right now. Raito versus ProtoBanham. Raito, of course, you know him, you love him, Duck Hunt Dog extraordinaire. And Proto, we've seen him on stream a couple times now. Lucina got himself.
And I believe getting 5th at EVO, the previous EVO in Vegas.
Sorry, go ahead.
And of course, we have the other Lucina god, Mr. E. I'm not sure who's better, ProtoBanham or Mr. E. I guess if they play far enough, they might be able to challenge each other here. But Raito ending that first stock real quick with the down smash and in the opposite direction.
I don't want to spoil it. Mr. E's sitting there in loser side to Shuon. Oh, so I definitely can't say for sure who's the better Lucina player, but at this tournament, it seems like Proto has the edge a little bit. And, you know, back in the day, I used to really dislike the Duck Hunt Dog matches, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
All right,
they were hard to watch. But Raito has changed his game a little bit. I think he's fun to watch, man.
The way that he covers all that space in front of him, using all his resources, very, very clever indeed. But of course, we also have ProtoBanham on Lucina, whose run speed isn't very slow, so able to approach very, very quickly and close that distance.
Oh man, the cam was there. I couldn't even see it. It was actually behind the shield there. So I wonder if Proto saw it.
Uh-oh, gonna have to watch that there. Already 150%, about to be lapped here. Oh, kicking out that can just in time, makes it up. What?
Oh,
no!
That was crazy. Both of them getting sent into the magnifying glass, and of course Raito coming out on top. Losing this stock shortly thereafter, but still has a stock lead here.
All right, here we got the can. That can is, the whole game is going to revolve around that can, I think. Let's see if ProtoBanham actually tries to use the can to his advantage here.
Oh, the shield break. We take those. We take those. This is,
He tried to go for it there. You know what? You got to respect it.
At least a fully charged tipper, sorry, not even tipper, a fully charged shield breaker, you don't think that would take it near the edge like that?
I'm not sure at that percent.
Well, I'm sure he knows better than I do, but either way, that's really unfortunate for him.
They're going to see him watch just the accuracy of that throw right into the can. I knew exactly how I was going to DI too, my man.
How does he know, man? How does he know, right? So, of course, rocking that Thunder Game. Is he sponsored too? Yeah, I think he's sponsored by Thunder Gaming. Man, they got everybody.
I can't believe ProtoBanham here is actually not sponsored himself here.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's exactly what EVO Japan is for. You guys think you're watching those 20 minutes of ads for nothing? All right, those are the guys paying for the event, okay? And they're scouting players too.
They got people all over this venue, the ninjas, ready to scout. Okay, ProtoBanham, yeah, giving it a good thought. That match did not look in his favor by any stretch of the imagination there.
Yeah, I guess it got to come down to, like, how often do you think he gets to play against these duck-on-dog players?
Yeah. Of course, Raito, a big fan of taking notes on players as well. So he's got that cell phone. He takes a look at it before his matches.
Yeah, he looked at, man, just looking at the last match, not many notes for him to write down. He was really in control of the entire game.
Maybe Proto at that time was just trying to go too ham on him without really taking note of the can.
It's hard, if you don't, if you're not aggressive enough, then Raito's just gonna do everything he wants to do.
Exactly.
You're gonna see more skeets shooting. You're gonna see more cowboys, more cans flopping around everywhere. It's hard. It's really hard to find the right amount of aggression. And looks like, I think we saw this was yesterday where Proto was switching between two different characters.
Is he gonna commit to the switch? No, goes right to Lucina.
This is winner's side, so I don't know. Maybe I was thinking maybe use this to get some data on future opponents, but he's sticking with his guns here. It wasn't that far off, it wasn't too far off. He was down a stock there, but he wasn't looking like he was getting blown up completely.
That's right. That's one of Raito's tricky movements as well, going right into the air, kind of drifting backward with that fair. It's just so far reaching. Works really well on the aggressively approaching opponents. All right, we're seeing some swatting of the can here. Watch out.
Yeah, doing a great job now of kind of making the can a non-factor, and that's really what he want to do. Hit it so he can't use that as part of his neutral.
Oh, the can there. I think he had the right idea, but just goes a little bit too low there. gonna SD, lose that first stock and stop any momentum that he had, and I'm sure that's not gonna be good for the mental fortitude.
I feel like Raito's always winning those scramble situations where, you know, both players explode on the can, someone gets stage spiked or sends the man-defying glass, then Raito comes out on top.
I mean, at this point, I feel like Raito is very used to those situations. Just seen them so many times.
Yeah, you gotta be like dunk on dog player with snake players. You gotta be ready for that. Raw forward smash out of nowhere. Said, you know what? I need this stock right now.
Yeah, ProtoBanham gets kind of aggressive there. Raito thinking that he was going to go for some sort of aggressive option and opts to air dodge. Not the right decision that time.
Oh no! Jumping into the can 3 times. That's when you know it.
4 times.
That's when you know it. You're in your opponent's head, man. This is looking kind of rough.
It's not over yet. Maybe, okay, nice. A little bit of that ambiguous momentum shift.
Oh, what did he trade with? That was wild. Was that
with the Cowboy?
Oh, Cowboy.
Yep.
Okay.
Cowboy. It's a very long line, a hitbox there. Oh, that's going to hit him. Getting a little bit of that percent, but he can't afford any trades right now. Be careful. Last time he did that shield breaker on the can, he took a bunch of damage for it.
Lucina sitting at 169. Proto's doing a great job of making the stock count, even though he's been losing it. You know, he might lose the stock first. He's going to come into the next stock not too far behind.
What's it going to be here? Oh, actually mashes out of it. 187%, still living. Oh, max rage here. Oh, lets him go as well.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that earlier, how Lucina honestly hit throws are not that great, so it might even be better just to pummel until your opponent breaks out and kind of put them in a 50-50 situation.
Oh, those fairs, though, just so far-reaching. Can't actually get the fair off of his own. That almost spells certain doom there.
Nice. Rising forward air through the Cowboy, says, you know what? Again, I need this stock. And once again, Proto in the almost exact same situation as the last game. Behind by quite a bit. Just needs to win neutral a couple dozen times here to get himself back in there.
And we can see that Proto might be going back to his old ways of just running in there. I mean, I guess it's kind of working. He's not that too far behind. 136%. Is he going to go for it?
Wow, that is super unfortunate for Raito. He was in complete control of that game, and all he did was press the shield button.
And, you know, we can't forget that ProtoBanham actually had that SD quite early into the game, too.
That's true, yeah.
That was kind of a lost stock there.
And now he's thinking again, like, was that too close for comfort? Or maybe he's just thinking about, man, what was I doing right? What was I doing wrong? You saw a lot of fairs on the can, really neutralizing it, and that's when he started doing really well on the first stock. And then, like you said, he slowly stopped. He went back to his old ways of again, you know, just rushing in and getting hit. So hopefully he can channel that inner stock number 1 ProtoBanham and not the stock number 3.
There you go. He's just taking a quick breather for just a second here. He needs to channel that energy. You know, this quick breath here, so important, actually, just to clear your head.
Raito stone-faced. He's like, damn, I'm mad. I'm really mad, but he doesn't want to show it. He's like, I just want to get back to this game number 3, okay? No one shield breaks me. Twice.
Man, I just noticed how insanely big the Duck's eyes are.
Yeah, he's like very expressive.
80% of his head.
It's weird, man. I got a lot of things to say about this character, honestly. Like,
all right, we got the Cowboy leading right into that can there with the throw. Great pressure.
And you blink and you missed it. He's already at 101% here.
There we go. Great use of the side B. Just the first hit, just to smack the can away. Gives him a free ledge get up as well. Nice, I like that, not going for the grab, especially at this early percent here. Wouldn't get much damage off of it. Opts to go for the fair and follow up with it. Oh, but
2 hits of that down air, man.
He had the right idea, though. He had the right idea. They have to parry both of those. Oh, no. The can just not falling fast enough to follow up there. Again, just these relentless projectiles. This the can. Cowboy goes right into the skeet shooter.
I think Proto just needs to keep his cool here and remember his game plan. Hit the can, then go in.
Just remember not to get sandwiched between those projectiles, especially if there's 3 out at one time. He's really getting hit by these bears and fairs this time. He worked so hard to get in, only to get slapped with the bear or fair. Here we go, using the side B, but the Cowboy hitting it right back.
Can always using the can to recover his recovery back to the stage. Very rarely has to worry about being ledge guarded. Uh-oh. All right.
Going nice and deep on that one. Gonna get that back air, close out that stock. He really needed that. The momentum was just shifting. Definitely in Raito's favor there.
Yeah. Again, yep. All right, he's back. ProtoBanham, remember the strategy. He's back in there. He's down, but not out at all. Needs to make this stock count, though.
Oh, just hits it right back. Goes into the neutral getup only to get hit by that can. Watch for that fair there. Landed right into it.
Man, all right, well. It's really hard to say this because I feel like Proto has made adjustments, but every game just looks the exact same.
Yeah, it really does.
Coming up a little bit short, going again for the shield breaker.
And it just seems like, Raito doesn't really have to change his game plan at all. This is exactly what he wants here.
Uh-oh. Oh.
But not if it's going to be like that.
See Raito quickly doing the gamer lean like you said. He said, all right, now things are getting serious here. Final stock remaining for both players. And even though I feel like Raito has had complete control of the set, ProtoBanham has kept it close.
I'm liking the use of the Cowboys right underneath the platform, so Lucina can't get in at all. There it goes. This could determine it all here. What the up B luckily hits the can away. But of course, with the up air covering that top platform, be careful.
Raito looking like he's in control again, but this is exactly what happened in game number 2 until the shield break came out of nowhere. So I wonder if Proto's going to look for that win con again. No!
Oh, no! Landing directly on top of the can. ProtoBanham getting sent off the top there.
Raito popping off too. Wow. I mean, that was... I don't blame him. That game number 2 was heartbreaking for him, and then all of a sudden he found himself in a last stock situation in game number 3. That was too close for comfort.
Yeah, I think, as you mentioned, he started doing the gamer lean, leaning in real close. He's like, you know what? I got to take this serious. I'm trying to win this. And, against another top player, you don't want to give him any breathing room at all. But, yeah, again, I just felt like Raito really just didn't have to change up the game plan at all. He did, you know what? I'm going to do, I don't want to say set play, but, yeah. Cowboy, skeet shooter, fair, bear, can, It was just kind of a rinse and repeat there.
It's hard, it's, you don't want a tunnel vision, you don't want to get like autopilot, but it works. It's so effective to just throw those out in that order. But of course, Raito's been playing this character for X amount of years. So what might look like just autopiloting projectiles, he knows exactly what he's doing. Man.
Yep, exactly.
He's like Chris G playing Mora Doom back in the day.
Oh man,
yep.
I don't know.
Same thing, man. Same
I don't
thing.
want to remember that. The Mora Doom. All right, up next, it looks like we have tea and Shiki here. We got tea. The tea that you drink. Yeah, tea, being real nice. Oh, he had to take the candy, though.
Yo, his hair is looking crisp right now. Are you kidding me? This man is looking slick. We went to the same barber, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yo, can we get a commentator camera? I'm serious. Look at this, dog. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh, man. This is a man that's my own heart, dog. Let's go, T. All right, T versus Shiki. We saw Shiki on stream not too long ago. Production, man. I got production. Me and them are tight.
Yeah, and actually Shiki taking it over Choco, ZSS mirror. I don't think anyone likes the mirror match.
Yeah, that's a hard mirror match, too, because they play the same damn color. ZSS has blue and like slightly lighter blue as 2 of her colors.
But I gotta tell you though, the color matchup, the costumes, it matters.
It does. It very much does. So I'm not gonna blame them. All right, man. Let's. What are you thinking here? What do you think is gonna happen?
Man, well, with ZSS being as mobile as she is, I feel like, going to use a lot of those flip kicks just to get in. But just T. I feel like T and the kind of disadvantages that Pac-Man has, you know, being, I guess, not the most quick character. I feel like just T is ready and has a bunch of shenanigans up his sleeves.
Yep. So I wonder how often these two get to play, actually. I'd love to see more head-to-head information about some of the Japanese players. It's very hard, you know, unless you're watching a lot of the Japanese events. And it's hard because, you know, they're the time that they happen. And, you know, even if you want to keep up with them, it's just a lot to keep up with. So I don't blame anybody for not knowing everything. But I'd love to see, like, a resource for head-to-head stuff like that. It probably exists, and I'm probably going to get blown up. But whatever.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, there are some stats lovers actually on Twitter, such as Juddy. You might know Juddy, who is a big fan of the Japanese scene. I
definitely see Juddy posting a lot of information.
Yeah, I think Juddy might be the #1 Smash Japan stat lover. Might be the go-to guy for that. Of course, we have Pac-Man. Also plays Roy, Link, Hero, Incineroar, Donkey Kong, and Crom, if I'm not mistaken.
Does he really play those characters, or is that
I don't know.
Is that the early round 1 pools? Like, I'm trying to have fun characters. You know?
I'm trying to have a good time. Then he resorts to Pac-Man for all the trickery.
Oh, T is about to. Oh man, he's got to get the headset hair, man. I know the struggle, dude. It's hard out there for us.
You know, I think you know, the length of the hair is a little bit longer here in Japan, so I think it's a quite common struggle here in Japan.
Yep.
Now, everyone's got the set hair. I got T, Pac-Man.
That's why we got no streams in Japan. They're like, I don't want to ruin my hair. That's why. Going straight to Pac-Man. What?
Oh, with the oven mitts.
Yeah, oven mitt Pac-Man.
Looking fresh.
This is actually my least favorite color Pac-Man. That's cool. I'm not the Pac-Man player.
Already using the speed from the water to close that distance quickly with the grab. Stopping on him. Here comes the Galaxian. 44%. Still might be able to get those clever combos.
Oh, quick aside, this is the objectively worst version of this song. Such a great theme, great Gladian theme, and they just, I don't know what happened to this remix, man. I'm sorry.
Was there a music counter pick? I'm pretty sure there was.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, anyway, back to the match. See, with a quick lead here.
Yeah, we're seeing here Shiki just trying to go around all the different projectiles, especially that fire hydrant, giving T a lot of free percent here. We got to watch out for the bell there. Oh, almost getting clipped by it. Whoa, that was a little bit weird. Getting sent out all the way to the right there.
Yeah, that was strange. Maybe, I don't really know exactly what happened, bouncing off the hydrant a little bit.
Maybe a little bit of that colliding hitbox there, but not expecting T to take such an aggressive option. The back air closing out that first stock on Shake.
Well, that was your first mistake, man. I always expect T to do the aggressive option, you know? Again, we talked about how Ken is not the campy kind of Sonic player. T is also not the campy kind of Pac-Man player. I feel like he's very aggressive, and we're seeing that here now. He's about to lap his opponent in stocks.
Right here, tries to charge it up. Shiki not giving him any breathing room here. He's going to fall all the way back there.
Oh, I love it. The lane is up B, and following the tech, up 2 stocks now, only 93%, man.
90%, 3 stocks versus 1 here left over for Shiki. You can't just beat Choco and go out like this.
And he had the parry, went for the boost kick, and didn't even get the first hit to come out. He's still living here. The Apple's going to cover. He's recovering back to stage.
You know, it's just like T makes Pac-Man look so fast and knows exactly when to go in and go out. You know, he'll just sit there and just wall out the opponents here with the fire hydrant and the back airs.
Yeah, Japanese, you guys and your character specialists across the stage, perfect DI will keep him alive.
Of course, Pac-Man with the near infinite recovery.
Yep. Oh, finally, Shiki finally finds a KO here at 168%. But yeah, this is looking like a very, I mean, the matchup, of course, very different, but Shiki looking, you know, a little shaky here as T closes out game number 1 with a JV 3-stock.
It's looking a little easy. Very convincing victory there for T. Just Shiki must be very unfamiliar with the matchup here. Just trying to go in, and whenever it seems like, you know what, I'm going to go in. I'm going to just push my momentum here and start to get something going, but would just get back aired for his troubles. And if he stays back, then he's just going to allow T to charge up his items and get those setups.
All right, yeah. I mean, hopefully he figures something out here. It's kind of hard watching that first match. It looked like he was playing the ZSS game, but T was just too aggressive. He was all over him, not really giving him any space to breathe. Hydrant doing his job, giving him just a little, buying him a little extra time to get the right fruit or right item.
Okay, already getting ready for Shiki jumping there. Already down airing, allowing him to get that string, leading to 95% here.
I love how T catches his items with attacks instead of just Z catching them. He's like, I'm gonna cover an option as well.
It seems like T does a lot of preemptive attacks just to make sure to cover those options, any approaches. Oh, watch out, the paralyzer. Not doing enough yet, though. There you go, another preemptive forward smash just in case Shiki approached.
Again, Shiki on the ropes here, desperately trying to figure out how to regain his footing on the stage. Pac-Man only at 51% here, and the Hydrant's coming. Covering every get-up option, and still getting the KO in the end, man. Jeez. You're right, he makes his character look like Sonic, man.
Shiki here, nice grab there, allowing him to get something going. Okay, getting a little extra damage at the ledge there. You're gonna opt to get rid of that fire hydrant. No, goes for the pressure, gets pushed off for his troubles here. Nice use of the down smash into the boost kick. Gonna go ahead and stop that momentum from T. But it seems like T does not care.
T doesn't even know he lost his stock there. He's still going in the same way.
Yeah, seeing Pac-Man, you might think he's a little bit of a goofball here, and it's very deceiving, but some of his aerials are quite quick.
Yep.
Especially that neutral air, that back air is just so fast. Oh, nice parry, allowing him to get that forward tilt.
I didn't even see when he picked that key, man. Everything he does is so fast, and Shiki really having a hard time matching his pace.
There we go. Already knew that he was going to go for that jump option out of the shield there.
Okay. Little string coming out from Shiki. He's not out of this at all. 169% on T, and he has a ton of rage too, so I think maybe a good string into boost might be able to do it.
I really like that side B attempt after dropping down from that mid-platform there. Tried to stop any approach from T. Go to nice recovery there.
Oh, yep, and that's it. When he thought for sure he was in recovery, that boost kick was connect, but
I mean,
rough,
T
man.
definitely out here breaking ankles with Pac-Man.
Yep.
Oh, no. 80%, 86% already, 98.
He's definitely one of the only players I see really doing those Twitter combos that get 1,000 retweets, man.
Okay, nice use of the down tilt just to get him off. No more string there.
Going deep for it. He knows he doesn't have a lot of time remaining left on this mortal plane. So he has to do everything he can to close out this Pac-Man stock, but I don't think he's going to get the chance, man.
I really respect the down smash there. Good option at the ledge, but baiting out that shield to drop T. Jumping forward just a little bit, waiting. Using the double jump in that back air to close out the set versus Shiki.
Bro, next time you see me on commentary, bro, I'm about to be rocking the T-fit.
The T-fit?
That blazer is crisp. The shirt he's wearing underneath, he's got the fur. He looks good.
My man definitely warm out here.
T came here to play and to drip, all right? All right, well, I know you guys are having a lot of fun watching these Smash matches, but you know what else is really fun? Sponsors, and you're gonna see some of them in just a sec. Don't go anywhere, please.
See you guys soon.
Please don't go anywhere.
Right, straight into the thick of things between Zackray and Kome. Apologies for the miss at the start.
All right, we got Kome on the Shulkin and Zackray on the Rob here. All right, already switching to the smash because it's just so close to the edge here. 75% in a fair is all he needs to secure that first stock. Then goes right to Buster, no fear at all. Whoa, sending him right to the depths. Not gonna finish off that stock though.
I love that recovery from Zackray right there, just trying to stall for as long as possible, just to time out that Monado smash. But great stuff with the forward tilt. Kome with the early lead in this first game.
Yeah, he had that gyro there. He knew that he would definitely try to go for it to at least have a little bit more resources in his favor. But now the shield here working out for Kome, saving his stock there. But the Buster, is this going to work out in his favor? I suppose it doesn't matter. He has such a high percent.
Right, great snipe off stage. Monado jump is there. Good recovery from Kome and the stage spike. What is Kome going to do for the edge guard? Beautiful stuff from Zackray, just relieving the pressure with that forward air.
That's right, Robin's going to have to be careful here on these platforms. Those huge arcing aerials coming out from Shulk, going to be able to snipe him out off of the top of those platforms.
Kome's being so clever with how he's applying pressure to Zackray at the moment, but Zackray answering back finally with that up throw.
Just running out of a little bit of that ledge invincibility there. Going to be able to make it back.
Oh, scoops him from below the ledge with air slash, but doesn't put him high enough for the combo.
There we go with the up throw. Quick switch there. I think Kome was trying to go for the shield to just take a little bit less damage there from that string.
Again, using this air slash to just relieve that corner pressure. Good stuff to Kome.
Nice use of that laser. The fully charged one to be able to get his hands back on the gyro. Not expecting that aggressive ledge get-up option.
Once again, Monado smash is here, and Zackray, you know, is going to try to stall this out for as long as he can.
Watch out, though. He's been up in the air for a while. Not sure if he has enough gasoline to make it back. Nice, just with that speed, it's just so intimidating. You're not sure when to push that button, and Kome says, don't push anything at all with that back air.
Yeah, Kome, the neutral of Shulk is just so scary in Monado's speed. It becomes so much harder to react to everything that he does. Great switching to shield there, just to kind of relieve the potential of pressure right there. But the up tilt's raising the roof into the KO. DI straight up and in, and that will be the end of Kome's stock.
Yeah, it looks like the big gap between Kome and Zackray has been quite minimized here.
Good parry, easy punish with that throw. It's Monado smash coming out already again. That's not going to get any KOs outside the ledge, but still good stuff to Kome. And again, a lot of this pressure coming out from Shulk. Character has such big arcing aerials that you have to respect, and as a result, he's able to skewer those grabs.
I was about to say, great use of that up B there, but I think just a little bit, shooting the gun a little bit too early on that most recent up B, but now the smash will definitely take Zackray out if he's not careful.
Yeah, running the timer as well as he can is Zackray, and now about 71% between these two.
So that's a little bit courageous of Zackray there, just charging the gyro right in the face of Kome. Not afraid, but that up B, landing almost all of these.
And I actually really like this from Kome. He played that whole section very, very slow, just so that he could let his Monado arts recharge. He realized that speed was the play to go for right there, as that's how he was taking a couple of those stocks and closed it out with a really clean back end center stage.
Zackray there, not able to close it out. But the gap was closing until the very end when Kome started to snowball just a little bit there, able to take it out.
And I'm wondering if we're going to see a potential character switch from Zackray. Obviously, he has so many characters at his disposal. Going to Kalos right now. An interesting pick for Zackray.
I mean, that battlefield, the platforms really did him no favors in that case. Of course, it looks like we're going to see the Joker come out with one of the more clean costumes. Of course, Shulk staying, Kome staying Shulk. I'm not sure if he plays any other character, to be honest. I think it's exclusively Shulk.
Yeah, a lot of these Shulk mains are very, very dedicated to their character. Some of them, of course, use secondaries, but I think a lot of the top level ones are very focused on just Shulk.
There we go, already showing that he has a trump just in case. Zackray was feeling a little bit comfortable there on the ledge. For a little bit, nice parry there. Able to attack on that little extra percent.
Oh, again, just the way that he's pressuring Zackray, he's conditioning him to want to spot dodge and then just punishing those spot dodges. Kome seemingly having an answer for so many aggressive situations. And this time going for the double nair to apply that pressure. Beautiful catch on the landing, almost getting the KO with that forward smash. And this should be it. No! Zackray somehow dodging the bullet right there.
Very tricky recovery there. Kome not able to close it out. It just seems like he's having such a difficult time getting in here.
Yeah. Did you realize that Arsene was out? I almost didn't, because he was a complete non-factor in that sequence. Kome just dispatching of him in seconds.
We got the Buster out here. See the gun range just to slow him down, get that extra %.
Good grab from Zackray right there. An auto jump. Easy way to get back to the stage.
Yeah, that Buster definitely not working out in the favor of Kome, but got the shield. Gonna stop him from losing that stock there. And taking less % as well.
Yeah. Not the best DI on that. It's going to be a precarious situation. Monado's smash. It's do or die until the Buster comes out.
The quick to the change there. Just wanted to get that extra hit. A little bit of that %. We're climbing now towards 160.
But that is no problem for Shield Shulk. He's not going to die to any of Joker's moves. Great drop zone forward air right there. Really aggressive play.
Here we go. We got the low % nairs coming out. So tricky, especially with the speed. You know, it's just like fighting 5 different characters, right? You know, just a pressure of Buster. You don't want to get hit. The speed, you're not sure when to push a button.
Great counter. He's not allowing Kome to just press those nairs as he wants. But still, Kome just with this lead and fighting against a Shulk who has this sort of lead. It's so tough. Kome playing this absolutely spectacularly so far, but finally Zackray is able to take that stock. But Arsene quickly out of the picture.
Nice catch on the jump there, but the dare gonna stop that ledge jump. The side B almost clipping him there.
And it's so fascinating to watch this game because Arsene has not felt like a factor at all on the side of Zackray. That's just how confidently that Kome is playing this.
Right, usually the menace, we haven't seen anything from him. Also not using the Rebel's Guard at all. Just trying to rack the %, get something started. But Kome here,
the way he just
breaking his ankles.
The way he just waited in front of his face.
Nice, he's a side B. I'm pretty sure he's only landed 2 of those so far, but the landing up air to close that one out.
Calling out the jump, maybe even the potential shield poke right there. Such a good option in that scenario. The rhythm that Kome is playing at, it's catching Zackray off guard at all times. But the big thing that is kind of keeping Zackray in this is that AHA, that progressive curse damage that he's tacking on bit by bit is mounting this lead for Kome at the moment, rather fragile.
Yeah, this speed might be the end of Zackray. He's not able to follow the rhythm
right
of
there.
Kome.
Going for the trump. Not a shield. No thing. Even the power of Arsene back end sent him basically nowhere.
Have to be careful of that up B. It might be a gamble for him to go after Kome. Nice temp on the slide there to clip him at the ledge. No dice though. Stopping right in his face, going for the grab, but that back air gonna stop him in his tracks now. It's 1-1. Looks like an honest game.
Excellent back air coming out right there from Zackray. And now this is his time. He really needs to make the most of this if he wants to stay on the winner's side of this bracket.
Here comes the drag down, a little bit of that damage. Goes for the quick up B, thinking he was gonna jump out of it. No dice though. I'm liking how Zackray is trying to follow the momentum of the nair to catch him at the end of it, but right now only gotten that once or twice.
It is rather tricky. Interestingly for Joker, a lot of the time versus Shulk, you're going to try to out-button Shulk in the air. Oh, the forward smash! Not across the stage though. But this is such a scary situation for Zackray. Great use of the wall jump right there.
That was the only way he was going to be able to make it back. 89%. Now we know that the smash could definitely end the set here.
Again, these Ahas closing the gap bit by bit. This is almost an even game now. What an air slash running off the stage, and Kome takes it 2-0 over Zackray, advancing forward into the top 8.
And Zackray definitely, whoa, I've never seen such a emotion come out of Zackray before. Definitely not happy with that one, but he still has a chance in the loser's bracket, I believe.
Yep. Man, that is definitely a bit of an upset among the Japanese talent here. Zackray, of course, ranked #1 in Japan. The only Japanese player currently top 10 on the PGR and the #1 seed of this tournament, bowing out to Kome before top 8. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the pressure of just, especially that speed Monado is just too much. You just could never get a read on him.
Yeah, just Kome's overall usage of that neutral air, of the various kind of options that open up thanks to the pressure that he's able to deal with the neutral air. It just made it so tricky for Zackray to work around. But again, excellent stuff coming out from Kome right there. Next up, we have T versus Ken. Once again, we are at this point in the bracket where pretty much only the real heavy hitters are left.
Yeah, we got T, Ken, got Shuon, Raito coming up as well. It's going to be the top quality here, just the cream of the crop. Of course, we know that T is the one that you drink. I should specify that, not the letter T. The Pac-Man T, the Pac-Man specialist. We just saw him earlier, just a few matches back actually. Makes Pac-Man look extremely quick, and of course we have one of the quickest characters, if not the quickest character, Sonic Ken.
Fastest thing alive, Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. Ken versus T, classic characters. I mean, Sonic and Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Two of the classic third-party characters in this game, representing Sega and, of course, Namco as well. But Sonic versus Pac-Man, what an obscure matchup. I mean, like, pretty much it's that kind of matchup where you're only really going to see at top level here in Japan, with Ken and T, both these players ranked among the top.
Ken very easily switches between very offensive playstyle and also the hit and run, but I wonder what he's going to do here against T, since T likes to wall people out and go for the preemptive aerials, you know, trying to read the opponent going in on him.
Yeah.
So, and especially with the hydrant there, just having a little bit of an obstacle to be in the way of Sonic.
It's crazy to think that both these players, top 5 in Japan, playing before top 8 of this tournament. That's just kind of an idea of how stacked this is. Ken ranked #3, Kome ranked T, ranked #5, and both of them, of course, also on the PGR. T at 12 and Ken at 16. Both these boys just getting ready. And I'll tell you about T. I think T is quite the character. I think he's I feel like if you play Pac-Man, you're probably quite the character.
Yeah, like a big personality type.
Elements of that personality kind of elements of Pac-Man's kind of zany personality reflect in how you are. And I had the pleasure of kind of meeting him a bit more at Summit, and that was the general sort of idea that I got from him. But here we are at PS2, T versus Ken, game 1.
All right, I guess we're going to see a lot of Ken here. Going to smack the hydrant out of the way. Hopefully use it to stack on some extra damage against T. You know, going right into it, and no button check, surprisingly, even though we're getting near the top 8 qualifiers.
Both these boys must feel warm enough to want to go straight into things.
Nice homing attack just to close in that extra damage, but he's got the Galaga to stop Sonic in his tracks. But not going to have that at the ready every single time.
Oh, wow, that's interesting to see. Sonic so fast, he's able to actually just kind of run through the hydrant in certain situations when that water's pushing him, trying to push him through. I think, yeah, that homing attack is going to be a key element of Ken's game plan, just to try and weave around T's attempts at keeping the defensive line up.
And of course, when using the hydrant, it actually sends Pac-Man just a little bit vertically and decreasing his hitbox. So we actually saw that T was able to dodge the back air from Ken and have it neutralized thanks to the hydrant. All right there, but we got the Hypno Punch reading it from downtown.
Superb read on the roll in. Ken is such a smart, well-versed player.
And here we got the Galaga. Not able to pick it up that last time, though.
That's one of the strongest elements of Sonic in this matchup, being able to essentially reactively run away from all of those fruit from Pac-Man. Just nullifying that offense.
Oh.
Great spot dodge into the F smash. Unfortunately, getting the sour spot. Sweet Spot might have been able to get the KO over there.
Very smart of Ken to go in with that dash attack to ensure that he couldn't get that bell. You know, I thought T would be the one to set the pace of this match, but it really looks like Ken here.
Ooh, getting hit by the hydrant was actually very, very good for Ken. It meant that he didn't get paralyzed and get forward smashed. And that's definitely an exchange that I would personally rather take.
There we go again, just Ken waiting it out, going back and forth. He using the hydrant to stop T in his tracks. Ken prepping the items. Even just Sonic just kicking the hydrant once, just for the threat of the hydrant flying towards him.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it's so difficult to react to Sonic coming towards you. That run speed so much faster than everybody else's.
Oh, going deep for that one. Very lucky for T not to clip the side of the stage there to get stage spiked.
Yeah, so far, as you mentioned, this is all Ken so far. Almost lapping T in percent. Tries to intercept him right there. Finally hits the key, but not enough to take the stock just yet.
Here it comes, and now it seems like T was definitely setting the pace that time, throwing out the wall of the back airs.
Yeah, you saw Ken try to parry that to attempt to punish. He was just a little bit too early on the release of shield right there.
Once again here, now it looks like they have switched positions. Throwing out a couple of the quick aerials, just see if we could get that percent. Here we go.
Right now,
Nice follow-up.
T's turn to apply the offense. Beautiful pivot grab right there. Comboing Ken all the way up to 61%. Lovely use of the up air as well. It feels like T is injecting a lot more of those normals from Pac-Man. He knows that Pac-Man's normals are fast. He can afford to go for them, but a great grab coming out from Ken right there.
Definitely did not mash fast enough to get out of that. Uses his invincible time there to charge up the bell. See if he could use that, finish off this stock real quick. Just applying the pressure, just standing there.
Lovely pressure just applied from not moving. He was able to get the nair as a result. Excellent read on that roll, and suddenly this is a dead even game. What started off as a strong lead for Ken now has deteriorated.
Got the back air, be careful of that orange there.
I love, again, the use of the normals, the back hit of that up air. Really, really tricky to get around. The way that kind of Pac-Man sort of floats up as he does it.
And using the full range of the up air too, how he kind of swings backwards, able to connect off of that, the very late part of the up air. There we go. The apple there, thinking that Ken was going to approach, making sure he couldn't do it for free.
He's slowing down the pace slightly. A little over 2 minutes left on the clock.
That was great reaction from Ken there, standing on the platform on purpose and throwing out the fair as quickly as possible to ensure that he could put damage on T.
Now once again, Ken, this time seizing the lead.
Oh, that was a bit of a dangerous situation. Able to roll out in the nick of time.
Lots of long range back and forth between these two. See Ken trying to charge the spin dash, brute force his way in. Meanwhile, T sticking kind of to the higher ground, using that hydrant so elusively.
Careful. A little bit of that preemptive forward smash. We know T is a big fan of the preemptive moves just to keep his opponent out.
A minute and a half left on the clock. If these two are able to hang on their stocks for a long time, we could potentially see a timeout in this game one of T versus Ken. But I feel like at this juncture, one of them is going to make a big play. Oh, the bell connects, but no follow-up. The bell is still in hand for T. And now he dropped it. Very, very critical right there.
Ensuring the Hydrant stays on the stage, pushing him away, allowing him to charge for yet another bell.
Yep. Retreating back.
Nice. I really like the change up of pace there with the dash attack. Of course, Ken was ready for it.
It feels like the main win condition for T at this point is that bell. He's going to want to scare Ken to try and avoid that. But at the same time, Ken has to be wary of that errant F smash that T could potentially just throw out.
Oh, just running down there, and the pressure you can see Ken trying to run for dear life, making sure that he does not get hit by the bell, hoping that he'll throw it away, and there it is. It's the chance and the Hypno Punch. Gotta call it the Hypno Punch. That thing goes from so far.
So far indeed. You could tell towards the end of that game, Ken was 100% trying to play that to time, and T, he came down. I'm not quite sure what he was trying to do there, but of course fell straight into the clutches of Ken. You know, it's easy for both sides to become desperate in those sorts of situations, because as the person with the lead, you want to try and run away, you want to try to keep the distance, and in doing so, you may make a certain mistake, and that could create an opening. But of course, as the one from behind, you have to be the initiator, you have to be the one that tries to catch them, and if you're not a good cat, you're not a good enough cat in the cat and mouse chase, you're going to lose them. You're going to lose them.
All right, here we are going on to round 2. Where exactly are we going? Right back to Pokemon Stadium.
Right, this time again, it feels like where T was excelling versus Ken was when he was able to actually get in, when he was able to press his normals and apply those combos.
But Ken knowing exactly when to run away. Keep that distance up. There we go, stuffing out the back air there. With his own up air, T applying the pressure with the bell. Oh, just not ready for it that time. Not confident that the bell would connect.
Yeah, he wanted to maybe instead try to trap the landing, but he got the connection with the bell, and this is a good lead for T at the moment.
Oh, nice kind of fake out. Maybe he thought that he was going to go for a hit on the Hydrant, just runs up and grabs him instead.
Good ledge trapping with this Nair so far, but can't be too rigid on the timing of that.
Looks like Sonic wins out that exchange with the jabs, the close quarters combat. That neutral air also coming out just so quick from Pac-Man, almost instantaneous.
Yeah, frame 3 neutral air on Pac-Man, really great pressure relief tool, and it's good at applying pressure itself. T now with the first stock lead in this game too. Whoa, that angle of the key getting thrusted away by that Hydrant water. T EVO with the big bag of tricks.
Go, just Ken, just waiting for his opportunity to go in, but the apple gonna ensure T has a safe recovery there.
Oh, great stuff using the forward smash on the Hydrant, extending that hitbox duration to catch T as well.
Good delay, but Ken just stands there menacingly.
Lovely grab as well. Sour spot on the back air, unfortunately. T lives to see another stock. Almost gets that grab. That would have been enough to probably get the back throw KO. Great intercept with that back air right there.
It's definitely one of the Ken classics.
Yes. Ooh, beautiful neutral air to beat out the down air from Ken. Now T just having so much control. And again, we see the normals coming out. Those up airs from behind. The ones making the real plays here.
Right now, I think Ken is just outranging him with the neutrals here. Again, and there you go. There's a whiff grab there, but no punish from T.
Jumped straight into that bell and cost him dearly.
That must have just been a flub. We all have one of those.
All right, finally pulls out that jump in the corner. Such a common option, even at the top level. He's just waiting on the platform. He knows he can just take that time to think. He still has a very, very big lead. If he needs to, even though there's 4 minutes left on the clock, if he needs to, he can try to play this to time.
Following up with a down air there for that extra pressure. Thinking that he was going to drop shield, and he does. Allow him to get that quick 26%. So many hydrants. Constant hydrants from T here just to stop the approach.
Yeah.
I respect the grab there, knowing that Sonic was going to go in, but Ken perfectly fine with being patient.
Yeah, that hydrant's such a cornerstone of Pac-Man's gameplay. Ken almost getting a chase there. That would have been so critical. But now Ken closing this gap bit by bit. He's only 44% down, but again, now the damage is racking up. Gotta be careful around those normals of Pac-Man. Good recovery from Ken, and on Waveland as well. Very, very nice. Keeping away from that bell as best as he can with that forward smash. Not enough just yet. Whoa!
Careful, just the hydrant, the edge of it, just clipping him there at the ledge. We definitely saw this last match. Gonna have to be careful.
Ken, why is he just staying patient, sitting in shield right there? Now looking for that opportunity to get that KO blow, potentially that back air.
Again, the air dodge right into the clutches of T.
Excellent grab right there, but this is looking really difficult for Ken. Full stock down, 147%, and the back air combined with the hydrant. That was an interesting little zoom in right there. It was like tracking him for a bit. I don't think I've ever seen that, but T taking game 2.
Yeah, I just think there Ken was too preoccupied with trying to get rid of that hydrant. T just had the perfect opportunity to sneak in his own little back air and make sure that the hydrant was his.
It's such an easy trap to fall into, even at this high level of play, falling into just getting so preoccupied with that hydrant that you forget about Pac-Man himself, particularly when you're operating at a deficit like this.
All right, both players 1-1. Actually, we just saw T hovering over Olimar and Pikmin. I don't think T plays Olimar and Pikmin at all, but...
Nah, he's definitely pretty strict Pac-Man in terms of playing at these high-level tournaments. These two are definitely not going to shift from their mains. We will see Sonic and Pac-Man until the end of their tournament runs here at EVO Japan 2020.
They're just a spring there. Stuffing his recovery a little bit. Okay, spot dodge. Thought he was going to let it rip early.
Still, he was able to block it nonetheless. Good homing attack to get around the Galaxian.
There we go again, a repeat. Just a back air towards the hydrant. T living his life here on this ledge. Is he going to be able to get off of it? A homing attack towards the center of the stage just to reset the neutral.
They gave T a little bit of breathing room. He didn't want to deal with any of those projectiles at that point. Whoa, even the water pushing him off slightly, but he's still fine.
Be a little bit careful. Uh-oh, started to charge his special attack there. Galaxian sneaking in a hit. I see that Ken is charging up his B, his special attack here, just to go past him and trying to follow up with T's movements, but T still keeping it tricky, but not with that one. That roll to the ledge, gonna get punished with that forward smash.
Finally, after a while of putting T at the ledge, he felt confident in that one read, and he let it explode. And now T with the bell in hand, doesn't get the hit right there. Ken still keeping this particular stock alive. Great interception with that neutral air right there. Tries to catch the forward smash as well, but just a little bit off on the spacing.
Did think he was going to go for a lower recovery and throws the apple downward, not actually towards Sonic that time. Very interesting to kick the hydrant the opposite way. Okay, the melon stopping him in his tracks. Going to use it one more time. Oh, but actually just going a little bit above Sonic, not actually putting him to a halt there.
Yeah, he chose to charge that all the way so that he would go in a line rather than doing the hop. If you charge side B, the spin dash, all the way, you kind of omit the hop and then you go in that like golden spin that you see from Sonic. Great mash out the grab from T right there. Lovely recovery underneath the stage from Ken. Just getting out the corner immediately.
You know, with just 160% here, Ken really wants to tank this stock, just kind of going for the small options, playing with those compact buttons, just get the damage and get out. Opting for that hit and run play style.
Yeah, this is definitely a tale of whoever has the lead can really control this, control the pace of the set. Good grab from T, finally getting the KO with that back throw. But again, good lead for Ken at the moment.
Nice use of the neutral air just to stop. Oh, a little bit of a
pushback right there.
Forcing him off the stage one more time.
Charging up to Key, almost getting clipped by the Hydrant as well. The Apple keeping him suspended in midair. T just trying his best to apply that pressure. Good read on the jump.
And already seems to have caught up. It's now an even game.
Overzealous with that grab, expecting Ken to go for the roll in. Oh, he's going to respect him at the ledge.
Yeah, you cannot stay at that ledge too long with that punch.
Oh, very, very nice. Again, I think that might have been sour spot forward smash, not getting the KO right there. That move is otherwise incredibly strong.
Taking the time there to charge that bell, pick it up.
Lovely use of spin dash, going for the chase again.
There we go. The help of the Hydrant, helping to pick up the bell. He's going to have to watch for that spring.
Ken, for the most part, is playing really, really well around that bell. He's been clipped by a couple, but for the most part, he's been doing a really great job avoiding them. Nice use of the orange right there, real low angle on that move. And this is one of the troublesome things about fighting Pac-Man while you're at high percent. You have to keep pretty much every bonus fruit in mind because they can all come in handy in different ways. Oh. And the Hydrant Water pushing the Key up and above Pac-Man for that KO.
So smart there.
Oh, here comes the damage, 43% tacked on.
Nice use of that late get-up attack. Get up safely while tacking on that percent. Here we go with the follow-up. No, it looked like he tried to go for some sort of a forward tilt there, maybe anticipating for him to air dodge in.
Lovely dash attack again, just to kind of infiltrate his way in.
And, you know, Pac-Man's, of course, even. Oh, yeah, that was so smart.
The bell is the one bonus fruit, per se, that can actually go through the stage like that. Again, trying to read the jump. T remaining patient though, a minute and a half left on the clock, finally getting the KO with that back throw. Ken 79% deficit, and look at T just waiting on the platform, letting the time run dry, just that little bit extra.
Only a minute and 20 seconds left on the clock here. He could time it out.
And it looks like T is going to be playing a lot with that Hydrant, but bit by bit, Ken is closing the gap. Oh, a big Hydrant kick right there.
Here comes the bell.
He's playing primarily in two positions. Catches it does Ken, but how does he catch T at this moment? T is playing in two positions, the corners and on that platform. How does Ken catch him?
Great job going underneath the Hydrant, going in for the grab. He tried to end it right there with the down air, but doesn't actually get the spike effect from it.
Again, we see him just sticking to that platform. Even with the hits that Ken has got, he still has a 62% lead, and this is likely going to go to time. Can Ken clutch this out, or will T reign supreme in this set? 30 seconds left on the clock.
And T just doing a good job of keeping Ken out here. What is that? Gets him to roll, just instills fear into him.
A big homing attack right there. What can he do while T is in the air? 13 seconds left on the clock. He gets another hit with a neutral air. The bell comes down, but it doesn't hit its mark.
Only 5 seconds left. Goes for the all Hail Mary up smash there, but it's just, I think it's too late here.
That is the set. T takes it over Ken to advance into the winner's side, top 8, 2-1 in a nail biter right there. Oh, T catching his breath just for a moment. Very, very close between those two. It really could have gone either way. If Ken was just able to get that one read, he would have been able to take it. But again, T keeping very, very vigilant, sticking to that game plan of like sticking to the corners, sticking to that Smashville platform, the places where it's hardest for Sonic to catch him.
And you just saw there, even pro players, you know, they shatter to the fear during those types of situations. We saw just Ken charge the neutral B, the homing attack there, and got T to roll even in that situation. But guys, we got more great matches coming up right after this short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you very soon.
Back once again here at EVO Japan 2020, and we are reaching pretty much the end of this bracket up until top 8. We've already had 2 of our competitors qualify for top 8 on the winner's side. Those would be Kome and T, Pac-Man player. But next up, we have our next winner's top 8 qualifier in Shuon versus Raito.
All right, Viren, with such a long weekend ahead of us, already coming to an end in this day 2, this is when we're going to be able to see our top 8 finalists, and already exploding in the great game, Raito. Already exploding up with Duck Hunt. Doing a really good job. He's been playing phenomenal all day today. I know you and I have been basically biting our nails at the sight of watching him play in his follow-ups, but of course, Shuon, no stranger to playing against Raito especially.
Yeah, both of these players, 2 of the top in Japan. Great stuff so far to both of them, but it's going to be, this one's going to be a really, really wild set. Just the exchange of this plethora of projectiles from both of them. Shuon, once he gets that opening, he's going to be incredibly aggressive with how he maintains advantage. Meanwhile, Raito will do his best to keep him out at all times.
Absolutely, you saw the can coming out to try to edge guard him right there. The patience right here, the display trying to cross him up with the back air. Of course, it's nice to know that both these players, Shuon ranked number 4 in the Japan PR, and Raito standing at number 8. Both these players not too far off from skill level, and the can actually getting blown up, it seemed, by the purple Pikmin sent his way.
Oh, and this is going to be quite the lead for Shuon. When he has that lead, he's so good at snowballing it. These up air juggles, so potent, 64% of Raito already. Look at the pressure even coming from the Nares.
Oh my god, the amount of damage that he's already taken so far after just coming back from the Heaven platform. Raito already just lost his stock not even like 10 seconds ago.
My goodness, this is such a brutal lineup for coming from Shuon as well. 2 reds and the purple. Getting rid of the purple, that is so crucial. But the red still has enough power to take out that stock.
Barely even able to play. He had a strong performance at the very beginning of the game, but sneaking in that back air to punish that whiffed up smash.
Love that. That was a great bait from Raito right there. You know, before he went for the defensive option and Shuon punished it. That time, Raito instead going on the offensive, and he needs to right now if he wants to take this stock, potentially take this game.
Trying to fight his way in, gets hit by the up smash into the back air. Already so much damage, and we've been seeing display from Shuon having no problem like that. With the can try to help him out.
The edge guard from Shuon as well. Manages to make it back with the up smash. Anti-air not enough because it was yellow. Great grab right there. He needed that. He needed to be scared of the blue Pikmin.
Tough situation having the can, but he hits the can away to not prevent him from edge guarding here. On the shield to prevent that up smash from landing, and again the can blowing up. Honestly, this is the second time that we see that. Looks like he actually throws up the Pikmin to hit the can at the same time, and the can blowing up, not of course in Raito's favor.
Absolutely not. Great stuff to Shuon in that game 1. That game, particularly after that incredibly slow, methodical set that we had before, that game was really, really quick. Probably not something that you expect from Olimar Duck Hunt matchup of all matchups.
Yeah, no surprise. Of course, both these players are honestly really explosive when they both have momentum. And you already know, man, between playing all day yesterday and today, these players are trying to bring the sauce.
Yeah, particularly Shuon in particular. He is a very kind of aggressive player with that Olimar. Raito instead opting a lot for control, but he's able to rack up damage very, very quickly, as we see already. 41% tacked onto Shuon.
And I really like this stage pick for Raito too, being able to use the platform to his advantage to at least pressure from underneath with the up air. Been doing that a lot, and of course the can play that we've seen displayed by him to at least try to edge guard in different ways. Wasn't really working out for him the last time. Of course, Shuon always wary of where the can was.
One thing that's really important to note is, of course, that red Pikmin fire immunity. That means that it's able to essentially just brute force through the can by itself. Look at the tricky can play. Good stuff to Raito so far.
Going all the way low to try to avoid the can, in the way that he hugs the side of the stage, and wow, already covering that with the forward tilt. Really good awareness right there from Raito.
Raito's ledge coverage is absolutely superb. The way he conditions options with that can and then makes you fall prey to other options, so good. Beautiful back air interception right there. The Pikmin line up for Shuon. He has that purple at the ready. He's more than happy to just kind of use that purple alongside the red. And it's so interesting to see the reds being such key players. Usually, they're a bit of a filler Pikmin. They're pretty good, but they're kind of like worse purples for the most part. But in this matchup, nullifying that ever-important can from Duck Hunt, such a key part of how this dynamic works out.
Yeah, really important to note in this matchup too, and how it could get through can. Obviously, you really get to see that very often in other matchups, of course.
But Nair just kind of relieving all the pressure from those Pikmin. The blue grab, I believe. Yes, that up throw, one of, if not the strongest in the game.
Especially with blue Pikmin, that's exactly what Shuon wants to go for every time the blue Pikmin is within the lineup.
Yes. Good combo. Oh, great pressure relief from Raito right there. That would have been a huge combo coming out from Shuon otherwise.
Oh, the can coming through, and you saw the air dodge coming immediately. The can hugging around the stage is not going to do enough. Shuon being able to DI that.
Again, that time just tapping the can once. Look at all this offstage pressure that Raito is applying. Falls out the up air, unfortunately, but still in a great position. Can so stale now that it's not going to get the KO versus Olimar here.
That was definitely a tricky situation. I mean, that platform actually lingering away from the stage. Oh, the jab, not going to do it. He is going to get grabbed for it, though.
Now suddenly he's given Shuon a little bit of an opportunity to mount his own offense, and that back air is going to take the stock. 190 on Olimar, and now Shuon has the lead.
That was definitely a make it or break it moment right there for Shuon. I mean, having 195 as Olimar, definitely not something that you get to see very often, but running away with it too, taking advantage of not only the rage, but the bad positioning that Raito was in.
Yeah, that was so key. Raito not getting that KO right there may have changed the tide of this game. Good down tilt right there. Again, still, that stock is still on Shuon right now. This grab might do it up throw. Yes, just about enough.
Yeah, waiting right outside that ledge situation to see what he was going to do. That get-up attack, unsafe on shield, of course, going to get grabbed for it.
Lovely call out on the jump with that up air, and now Shuon with the lead. Gradually it expands, and he has good lineup as well. That purple, ever present. No red to really nullify the can, and now Raito mounting his own offense with those forward airs.
Of course, the Pikmin hitting the can back at Raito too. Getting rid of the gunman right there, but the empty hop into grab, sending Shuon off stage.
So much back and forth between these two players in this one game, but again, Shuon still with this slight lead, but it is closing ever so slightly.
And we're talking about how defensive that we've been seeing the Japanese players play, but this is completely the opposite of what I'm used to seeing from Raito and Shuon, playing extremely aggressive right now.
Oh, very close. Good use of the Nair right there. Great forward tilt. Is that going to be enough? No, not just yet. Even with that rage, the can off stage, going for the Nair, but not landing the mark.
Oh, but the air dodge not going to do it yet. Of course, that up air not going to have a lot of knockback.
Once again, Shuon is just using the solo purple. Smart of Raito not to go for the air dodge, but the yellow up smash, and Shuon qualifies for winner's side, top 8. That was such a nail-biting game. The 2-0 does not do credit to how close that final game was.
Wow, and the pop-up too, honestly, Viram, I honestly was expecting another game. I forgot it's 2 out of 3, and that's what's so nail-biting about the situation. Of course, it doesn't really get to 3 out of 5, I believe, until we're already within the last, I believe, 3 qualifiers of the top 8, but oh my goodness, that was so close nonetheless. Shuon taking it with a clean 2-0 over Raito in a very close game. I mean, that was a really bad situation. He was off stage for the majority part of the end game, but even with that second stock when we saw him holding on to 190%, he was able to bring it back just like he did in that last stock.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Just really a last hit situation right there. That forward tilt so close to getting that KO at the end right there. But of course, with that full lineup of Pikmin, Shuon was in a good position to get that end game, to get that closer with that up smash and take that set 2-0. Very nice. Well, now we are moving on to our final winner's side qualifier of top 8 here with Jagaimo versus Paseriman. Now, Jagaimo has been making a lot of upsets in this bracket. He did eliminate Kome in particular earlier, and he's been making a tear. Palutena player ranked, I believe, number 36 or like mid-30s in the Japanese PR, so still up there, but not as high as one would expect considering the talent in this bracket. Meanwhile, Paseriman has just been playing sensationally throughout this bracket so far with the Fox.
Yeah, Paseriman, definitely one of the players that I've had my eyes on since the very beginning of the game. Very beginning of the tournament, where we've been discussing Fox overall. You know, we've had a lot of Fox representation. You know, Light making number 10 on the PGR, showcasing, you know, what he could do with Fox. And of course, when you come to Japan, you see players like Paseriman doing such a fantastic job at this tournament, playing extremely solid. Not only adding in so much pressure with the amount of empty hops that he has by the ledge, but just instilling fear so that way if you roll in, you know you're going to fall right into that Fox up smash. Exactly what he wants to follow up with after going with even a nair per se.
Yep, exactly that nair in particular. Such a good move for Fox in this game. It kind of does everything for him, and it's what you have to watch out for. The way that he plays is that he conditions you around that neutral air and then kind of goes from there to try to open you up in a plethora of different ways. It'll be really interesting to see, because we haven't had Jagaimo on stream so far, it'll be really interesting to see how he combats Paseriman right here. And this could be a huge break for him if he manages to get top 8 at this tournament.
I know you and I were talking about, you know, what's more scary than a Japanese Palutena player playing so efficiently. And already you see him, I believe his first match, on stream. Haven't really seen him that much throughout the weekend, but keeping track of his placements nonetheless through bracket. You know, he, placed actually 36 within the Japanese power rankings here, defeating players like, you know, Zackray, Kome, T, Umeki, even Proto. Not surprised whatsoever how far he's made it in this tournament. Just getting everything set up currently. And I do believe this is another top 8 qualifier, Viram.
Yes. Yeah, Jagaimo also defeated Gact in order to get to the winner's side of the semifinal stage. Gact, I believe, is actually... Gact will be coming up in the set after this one. He's still alive in the loser side of bracket. Japan's best Ness. It seems both players are now currently ready. As we mentioned before, Palutena versus Fox McCloud.
Honestly, this could go any way, in my opinion. Both these characters are very explosive when one or the other are on top of them. Between the up air strings that we see from both Palutena and Fox, and of course the different types of slowdown neutral that we're probably going to be seeing from Palutena between the auto reticle to prevent Paseriman playing as aggressively as we've been seeing him play throughout the weekend.
3, 2,
Even then, of course, Palutena is going to need to be careful about using those projectiles just willy-nilly, because otherwise Fox's speed will just allow him to intercept her before she's even able to get anything out.
Yeah, the run-up up smash, definitely something that he wants to watch out for. Starting off with a quick button check. Palutena's Japanese voice, absolutely fantastic to hear. Not very common that I get to hear that.
Yeah, of course, a lot of the different voices in Japanese. Fox is different as well. Yeah, of course, starting off on Town and City with both these characters, both these players.
Talk about tier list out here. Got some stretches in. I'm taking notes from the Japanese players. Right before they start sets, I've seen a few techniques that each and every one of the Japanese players have undertaken that are different in their own way. Stretch your hands. Right, starting off on Town and City.
1, go!
I love how he went for the jumping laser right there. He assumed that Jagaimo was going to start neutral by jumping. Just wanted to cover those with the aerial lasers.
Any percent counts, man. Just got to marinate the chicken right before you got to go in for the kill.
I don't think that's quite the process, but I'm pretty sure you kill the chicken before you marinate it, but, you know, however...
He's getting ready.
However you cook your meat.
He's getting ready to set up for the meal out here. Having to be careful too, try to approach with the nair into the drag down fair right away, keeping Jagaimo off stage already.
Yeah, good of Jagaimo to not miss that tech. Had he missed that tech, that probably would have spelled the end of that stock. Immediately trying to illusion away from the situation. Nair to up smash, not enough just yet. Not on Town and City with very, very minimal rage.
Exactly. Try to go for the raw up smash right there, and the dash knack coming through. Like the spacing right here from Jagaimo. Being very wary of jumping around Paseriman's space too.
Yeah, just look at this kind of short mid-range that Paseriman is trying to maintain. That kind of unreactable range. Tries to go for the down air into the up smash. Doesn't get the confirm. And that is the third kind of blocked whip up smash that Paseriman has done. Down throw into the back air. Reads the air dodge, but doesn't get the up air.
Actually jumping right around Jagaimo. Does get the footstool. Quite unfortunate for him to go a little too high to really follow up from that though. Try to call out on the side B using the up air. Oh, the attempt on the down smash rather than the up smash this time around, and not going to get the cross up on that, of course. Landing just in front of his shield. Doesn't necessarily work in this game, unfortunately.
Going for the real high recovery. I feel like at some point, Jagaimo may be able to scout that out. He was very, very close there. We'll have to see later on how that plays out. Finally going for that grab just to open up Jagaimo. We saw so many smash attacks on shield.
Yeah, switching it up, not going for these empty hops in the back air that you're seeing him use so often. Oh, the parry. The patience, he just ended up waiting there on purpose, but his shield's very small. The stall out with the shine, not going to get hit by that back air.
Tries to call out the jump. He had the read on that jump, but it was a jump back, so he wasn't able to fully commit. And the Nair able to take the stock finally. Saw him try to go for another up smash. Hits it that time, but gets the sour spot.
Oh, the rising Nair, not going to get the second one though, as Paseriman does end up behind him. Oh, he did use his jump right there, forcing the air dodge to have to go back onto the stage. He does find his footing back.
Very nice landing there. Oh, that is a bad position for Fox McCloud. Great angle on the recovery to get back though. Now, just the way that Jagaimo is playing, he's doing a really good job avoiding all the KO moves up until that point. Still a 64% lead. Very respectable damage.
The last hit of the fair right there, getting that up throw. Perfect position where he wants him to be. All that damage racking up already.
Yes, suddenly that lead has just completely vanished. Fox McCloud piling on those up airs. Excellent grab right there. Trying to go for another jump read is Jagaimo, knowing that he's not going to get the immediate true combo into the back air. Trying for all these reads. Back throw gonna be enough to take the stock. Gonna be 100% because those tight blast zones on Town and City.
Yeah, horizontal tight blast zones, and of course Fox not being even the heaviest, actually relatively on the lighter side, of course. Using a lot of these side Bs. Jumping right into that Nair, getting hit after with that dash tag. Follow up with the up smash. That was a perfect situation to follow up after getting that Nair landing.
Yeah, only 42% on Paseriman now. We've seen already in this game just how much damage he's able to rack up with those confirms. Good dash attack with a good Nair to just relieve that pressure. Doesn't want any kind of business with those follow-ups.
Oh, the drift back too with the fair, just trying to fact check Paseriman right here.
And I love the use of the full hop forward air right there. Very, very clever to just stop out the jump.
He knows he definitely wants it. He whiffs that grab right there, gonna get dash attack instead.
Both these players playing this very, very close to the chest. A lot of back and forth, but Paseriman currently on the offensive. Oh, almost gets that up smash, tries to catch the landing. We're seeing that quite often from Paseriman, trying to catch these landings after the air dodge baits with that up smash, but to little avail. Back throw off the stage.
Yeah, opting to go for that grab rather than trying to follow him up in the air that we've been seeing him with the up airs. Ended up just trying to find him when he tries to land that Nair. Maybe able to do it. No, not yet. Great DI.
Good air dodge onto the stage. No punish on that. Down to reads the jump superbly and gets the KO with that up air. A slight pop-off coming out from Paseriman, relieving some of that pressure to get that crucial game one.
Yeah, of course, changing up the situation right there. You see Jagaimo kind of shake his head, almost thinking that he had it after that Nair. But of course, Paseriman DIing that fantastically into the corner. Being able to come back using the illusion too.
Yeah, using all the tools at his disposal. Again, as we mentioned before, you know, it really felt like Jagaimo was close to just scouting out those illusions, trying to get that up air at the top of the screen. Will we see that in a future game? Will we see that in this game too? It could play a crucial factor if he's able to solidify those stocks at those points.
Yeah, especially since we've been seeing a lot of illusion from Paseriman, just trying to contest him, trying to come back. Instead of forcing his way in by holding in, he just uses the side B instead. Has to watch out, of course. Jagaimo at one point stopped trying to follow him up in the air and ended up just trying to catch his landing. Here we go, starting off with a double nair right here, ready to open up this game.
Not quite as much damage as one may have expected from Palutena right there, but still keeping this going. Lovely net, and again into the forward air as well.
Paseriman just doing such a good job at adding in this pressure here, keeping him by the ledge and not going to get that forward smash. A little greedy right there with the forward smash, honestly.
Ooh, going for the firebox right there. Oh, and Jagaimo dipping just a bit too low. And Paseriman able to recover back to the stage as a result.
Quite unfortunate overextension right there. Not needing to go really that far off, but he was getting a little greedy, predicting a jump right there with that up air.
Yeah, he's trying to read these jumps that actually Paseriman hasn't really been going for in this disadvantageous position. That time, instead, goes for the immediate back air. Great choice right there from Jagaimo to even this up real quick.
Again, calling out these jumps that aren't happening for him.
Beautiful fade back to get that dash attack. Fox's speed just allows him to go for those great long-distance whip punishes. Holding onto the ledge for dear life with these nets to cover the ledge.
Looking like a scene from Lion King out here, playing extremely patient by the ledge. Does get that back air in. Oh, the air dodge instead of trying to go for another side B. Oh, and the two frame from the down tilt, but not going to be able to get much off of it as Paseriman does manage to get back onto the stage.
Straight nair coming from Jagaimo right there. This is his stock to take first. If he's able to get that grab, particularly in the corner, but a great backhead to call out that jump.
Yeah, although he did use his jump right there, he wasn't going to get punished as Paseriman did let it rip on that forward smash a little too early.
I really like the space that Paseriman plays his ledge trapping at. He plays pretty much in the roll to cover roll immediately from that position, and then tries to react from there.
The back air pressure into the dash attack immediately afterwards. Ooh, the drag down? Nope, not going to be able to get much off of it though.
Oh, the walk! He slowed down the pace so much just in that one instance, trying to create some kind of creative opening right there. But again, to no avail, and that nair more than enough to take that second stock.
Oh, but the up smash right afterwards, calling out the jump, knowing immediately what Jagaimo wanted to go for.
The swiftest answer he could possibly ask for right now. And again, we have an even game between these two. But Paseriman, of course, is already 1-0 up on the board. If he wins this game, he will be advancing into winner side top 8. Oh, lovely stuff. Calls out the neutral tech and gets a good couple of up airs for his troubles.
Although that dash attack not going to do it for him. And the down tilt. He's going to have to try to mix it up here, having to go for the Firefox.
Great angle, but lands on stage. Unfortunately, goes for the illusion, gets a trump. Nothing afterwards.
And just like that, that damage output reverse in Jagaimo's situation here. Oh, the drag down with the up air to the grab. Contesting him immediately after the fair.
Both these players having their own drag downs, not fully capitalizing. Becomes high, no punish!
Oh, the weak hit, the weak hit of the up smash.
Great dash attack to relieve that pressure. He was doing so much corner pressure right there. We're going to see another back throw. Not enough to get the KO just yet.
Yeah, especially that part of the stage right there.
Oh, what a great double jump there right there. He needs to go all in with that. And he was able to take the stock and get the game on the board. 1-1 now between Jagaimo and Paseriman.
I think Viramai are definitely on the edge of our seats right there. That was an insane back and forth for both of these players. Absolutely explosive.
All right, final game going to PS2 now. That really could have gone either way. Last hit situation, absolutely crazy between these two players.
And of course, the unfortunate situation of the weak hit of that up smash. I definitely know Paseriman is definitely not too happy about that one. especially since he didn't pull the trigger on the back airs when he had him stuck on the ledge too. All right, going to a game 3 now.
Game 3, Pokemon Stadium. First net connecting, going for the grab, instead catches the jump. Good stuff to Paseriman, recovering slightly high.
Having to go high to avoid any sort of edge guard right there with the illusion. Very scary situation right there. You saw the attempt on the down air spike. Jagaimo already catching on to the unorthodox version of how Paseriman is trying to get back onto the stage.
That said though, he's still having a little bit of trouble covering those really, really high illusions. Paseriman's recoveries throughout this entire set so far have been very, very clever, but even then, Jagaimo has had points where he's been stuffing them out, just trying to cover the ledge with Nair right there.
And Jagaimo just not even doing anything, just hanging out by the ledge, watching Foxes break it down with the Nair. He does get the down throw. Saw him trying to go for the potential back air. He tried to call it the jump, but instead Paseriman ending up to get back onto the stage and now keeping Jagaimo off by the ledge and getting the back air.
Lovely stuff. He spent so much time covering roll, covering neutral get up. He's been doing that throughout the entire set, and the one time he decides to call out jump, he hits the mark. Beautiful stuff to Paseriman, and now the momentum is in his favor. These up air juggles into the back airs.
All starting out from Jagaimo just not teching on that platform, racking up so much damage.
Look at this. Paseriman is on fire at the moment.
Oh, narrowly missing that up smash. Definitely would have been able to do it, and the up air as well. Slightly missing. See him coming in with the back air.
Another big back air coming out from Paseriman, trying to cover the ledge with that Nair. Here's the ledge trap sequence once again.
Yeah, but this is what I was talking about. These empty hops by the ledge, just adding in that mental pressure by itself, and the run up smash.
So good. A hard call out on that jump back, and now a full 2-stock lead for Paseriman right now. He is on fire once again.
Paseriman playing as if game number 2 just never happened here.
Good back air right there, finally able to take a stock off of Paseriman, but he has been playing like a man possessed. He is ready to qualify for top 8 if Jagaimo doesn't have an answer soon. Trades such good coverage with these dash attacks as well. Excellent parry. Oh, this is just sensational gameplay coming out from Paseriman right now.
He's just got the download complete at this point between the dash attack into Nair, but here we go. Nair on Jagaimo's part. What did he do from this? He's just racking up way too much percent, whereas Paseriman is already holding on to 2 stocks still.
Jagaimo finally finding his way back to center stage, gets a down throw and a good read on the roll in on the platform. But still, is it too little, too late? Who knows?
Oh, the grab right out of the illusion too, and narrowly missing that back air of his own. Having to be really careful. Paseriman already calling out so many of Jagaimo's jumps.
Excellent parry right there, back throw off the stage. Now, this is a crucial point for Jagaimo. He really needs to get this ledge trap and this edge guard. Down throw into the back air. No, again, high recovery from Paseriman. Still off stage and gets the back air finally. 105%, this is doable with the right plays. But Paseriman applying so much pressure just by standing there. Almost gets the up smash. There's that burst there into the conversion. Just a little bit of damage, 24-41, gradually racking up.
Yeah, this is where it starts for him. You already know what he wants. He does get the dash attack right here. Jagaimo bringing this all the way back despite being down. This just sucks, but the Nair into the up smash and the pop-off.
Paseriman, our final winner's side top 8 qualifier, making his way through with the tried and true Nair into up smash. But my goodness, what a near comeback coming out from Jagaimo. What a superb showing from both players. Both of them know that that was such an intense, nail-biting set. And whew, my goodness, we still have like 8 sets left before we reach top 8. Which will be on finals day tomorrow.
We knew that this is what we signed up for, Viram. The explosive matches that we've had so far all weekend has not been disappointing one bit between the amount of different character selections that we've been seeing on screen and this such close nail-biting sets as well. I mean, honestly, Jagaimo was bringing that back at the very end. It's just he took too much percent to really be able to bring it back all the way. Of course, the Nair and the up smash, been seeing that so many times from Paseriman, being able to clutch it out for them at the very end. Either way, we're going to be able to see some more action from Paseriman tomorrow as he does qualify for the top 8.
But now, of course, we will be moving into the losers side of the bracket. These will be rounds, not the round just before top 8, but the round before that. Next up, we will be having two R2G players, R2G team kill essentially, Etsuji, aka Edge, versus Gact.
Gact, a player that I know a lot of players recognize, super solid overall. Scary, of course, too, considering the fact that, you know, Ness, very powerful.
Explosively powerful character.
Damage outplay.
Yes, particularly with the way that Gact handles him. He's so good at landing those PK Thunder 2s. It is nuts.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. And Etsuji, I haven't been able to see him too much this weekend, so at least not for my blocks. So I've been really excited to see.
Yeah, his Lucina for the most part has been playing incredibly well. You know, there's been this trio of really strong Lucinas at this tournament. Of course, ProtoBanham, Etsuji, and of course Mr. E, who did fall out at 17th place to, I believe, Kirihara early in the bracket, who we'll be seeing later on. But right now, of course, Lucina versus Ness. But before that, we are going to have a quick ad break. Do not go anywhere.